In this screencast, we're going to go over how to capture in Sportstech GameBreaker. Be sure to set up your hardware or video source such as your camcorder, your DVD player, and or Canopus or converter box before following the directions that we're about to go over. In this case, I'm capturing from a DVD player out through a composite cable into a Canopus AD-VC110 and then into the MacBook Pro here via FireWire. So this picture gives you an idea kind of what's happening off screen. So to actually start the capture, I'll just come down to Sportstech GameBreaker here and launch it. I'll get the startup dialog window, and this is a new project that I'm going to create, so I'll just single click there. And I'm gonna call this Red versus White, which happened on the 10th of October 2010. And in this case, I want to save to the desktop, but if there's another destination that you want to save to, you could choose from this drop-down menu, or if there's a more specific destination, you could click here on this triangle and then choose a more specific destination, like maybe the movies folder inside your user folder or something like that. But for now, we'll just stick with the desktop and then click Save. So that creates the project and opens up the project window like you can see here. Now we're ready to start capturing. So to actually begin the capture, we can just single click on the Capture Movie button here in the middle of the movie zone. And you can see when I do that, the Capture Settings menu kind of slides in over here on the left side. So the blue in the background here is the actual feed being pushed into the Mac from the AD-VC110 right now. So basically the DVD is not playing, it's just the feed coming through. I can use this button on the bottom left of the capture toolbar in order to hide and reveal the capture settings. So if I click here, you can see that that menu just goes away or comes back. So the capture settings tell us what we're connected to, the quality and the aspect ratio of the movie we're about to capture. So in this case, like we said earlier, we're connected to the AD-VC110. The other options on this menu are none or built-in eyesight, so if it defaults to one of those, just be sure to switch it to the AD-VC110, or if you are connected to a camcorder, it would tell you the model number here. So that's the video source. The audio source is the same thing. In this case, obviously we want the audio to match the video, so we'll set that to AD-VC110. Quality we'll leave on best, and the aspect ratio is just the dimensions of the movie that is being captured in Sportstech GameBreaker. If the aspect ratio is set to camera here, that means you're just getting the dimensions, in this case being delivered by the AD-VC110. Your other options would be 16 by 9, and you can see how that changes the movie area in the background there. And then watch when I select 4 by 3, changes the aspect ratio again. But in this case, most cases, I just want to set it to the device that I'm capturing from. So that's 16, or that's camera in this case. So just below there, we can see how much space available I have on the hard drive in terms of minutes. So in this case, I only have 25 minutes available on my hard drive. So if I were to capture a full game, I'd probably have to trash and empty the trash in order to free up some space first. And then this available amount in terms of minutes would change. Just below here is the capture timer, and we'll go over that in another screencast. So to actually start the capture now, because we're not actually capturing quite yet, the first thing I'm going to do is play the DVD player and just see where I'm at in the game, so I can kind of queue it up here. So that's pretty good, we're getting to the tip. So I'll just pause it there. So I paused the DVD player, but I haven't actually started the capture. So to actually start the capture, I can just come down to the capture toolbar and single click on this big red button right in the middle. So when I do that, the capture starts. So I'm actually capturing just this DVD menu for the moment here until I press play on the DVD player. Now you can see the game start, and this flashing red circle up in the top right corner of the movie zone is what lets you know you're actually capturing. So down on the capture toolbar, you have a couple different options here that can help you during the capture. This slider bar here is just the volume out, or the audio levels coming out of the computer, in other words. The button here on the right can push the movie to full screen, and you could click again or hit the escape key on the keyboard to return to the normal viewing mode. And then another nice feature is what we call time slip. If you click on this button here on the toolbar, that returns you to a screen here, and you can see what you've already captured while the capture is going on in the background. So basically here I can click and drag the diamond here and see that this is what I've already captured. Here's the tip, first possession. I can go back and review something, play, pause, fast forward, rewind. Just remember that the capture, all the while that we're looking at the movie here, is going on in the background. So to return to the normal capture mode, I can just click on this button again. Now we're back to live action, and you can see that if there's a dead ball here, we can just single click on the pause button, and then you can see the red circle stops flashing to let you know the capture stopped, and I'll just click on the pause again to resume. Now we're capturing again, and you can see the red circle start flashing again. So that's pretty much all there is to capture. Pretty straightforward. You can also see how much time you've used up in terms of hard drive space down here at the bottom. So I only have 22 minutes left according to this capture toolbar. So if I was completely done with the capture now, I would just single click on the stop button here on the actual toolbar. So if I do that, just wait for a dead ball here, I'll go ahead and click stop, and then you can see diamond on the toolbar returns to the beginning, and you can see where you are in terms of the whole game. And then I can close the project window, and if it asks me if I want to save, I'll just hit yes, and you can see my project here has then been saved to the desktop. So that's all there is to capturing. Thanks for watching.